the paper it says, rebuilding America. The only way that you can rebuild anything is through education. So, how are they planning to re-educate America and the world? This is Hadrian Carter, www.hadriancarter.info, bringing you one simple question. What's in your head? In the news across the country, in every newspaper, it talks about our recession, job loss, home foreclosures at an all-time high. They're even saying that this is the new Great Depression. I know that we've all experienced some hardships and we've been touched in some form or way by this economic downturn. I'm providing you with some information that you probably already know. Actually, I'm sure of it. You already know, but it never hurts to have a refresher. I was reading my LA Times and I came across this one article that says 5 things to do to get back on track. We're going to move into the presentation. And in this presentation, it's called I Lost My Job, What Now? And these are the 5 things to do to get yourself back on track. Number 1, file for unemployment. If you've been laid off, you automatically qualify for unemployment benefits. And you may be wondering what is your payment levels, but your payment level will be based on what your income was at that time when you were employed. So you'll be looking somewhere around 35% of actually your take-home pay. So let's say, for instance, if your expected benefits were $293, you will receive that for 46 weeks. And in some states where they have higher unemployment rates, somewhere above 7 and 6%, then you will be looking at 59 weeks of unemployment benefits. If you need to go into your unemployment office to speak to someone in order to file for your unemployment benefits, then go right ahead and go. But I would recommend you look to finding out how you can do it online, and this will save you a lot of time and a lot of headache. File online, and once you file, you'll be looking at receiving your benefit check somewhere between 2 to 3 weeks from the time you turn in your paperwork. It could be a little longer depending on how bad the unemployment rate is in your area. And I can't stress this even more, but it brings me back to it. You can't have been fired. If you were fired, you would not qualify for your state unemployment benefits. Now, this is anything such as being fired for misconduct, sexual harassment, tardiness, poor work performance. Now, these things you would not do yourself any justice by trying to file a claim. Now, one thing is truly important. You have to have a certain amount of time that you've been on this job. So this is called the base period. And what this means is you've been employed for 4 of the last calendar quarters. And you've achieved this, you definitely qualify to receive your unemployment benefits. First things first, number 1, file for unemployment. Number 2, trade down the totem pole. And what we're suggesting here is, even if the job isn't your dream job and it's probably in a company that you wouldn't mind working for, but it's paying less than what you were currently making, it doesn't matter. Take that job, and as they stated here, snag a job, meaning this will help you maintain through the difficult times. You may have a little difficulty paying your bills because it's less than what you made prior to, but you'll be creating yourself another option where you will have mobility within a company, and maybe you'll see a position that you want in there, and that way you'll position yourself to get it, because you'll network within the company and you'll do the things that is necessary for you to move to the next level, and you will position yourself to move into the job that you want at that company. So back again to number 2, trade down the totem pole. Number 3 is most important, no matter where you are. Stay trained, stay current. By doing this, you'll have an edge over your competition. So, let's see. Maybe you are a victim of your industry being eliminated or being downsized, and now you're back into the job market. One of the things that you will have to do is acquire new skills. So this will require you to get a new skill set. And the only way to do this is by going to school. So if you have it in your budget, then definitely do so. But think about where you're trying to go to school and what you're trying to study. Make sure that you're getting a job that you know will be around. So recommendation, look in the technical field or even in the areas of green, since it's a push for saving our environment. And another option that can be utilized if money is an option and you can't afford to pay for your training, you can go to nonprofit training services. And one that was mentioned within this article was the Goodwill Industries. And within this, they will be able to train you in IT, healthcare, retail, and banking. And in addition to that, if you're in the age of 55 and older and you have just been recently released from your position, then they will assist you in connecting you with free training that will be based on your skills and your past experiences and interests. So, definitely stay focused, get trained, find out a way to increase your skills so you will be a valuable asset to any company. Number three, get trained, stay current. Number four, filling in resume time gaps. Take on freelance work or consulting work that is related to your past experience or your profession. That way you can stay current in what you do. By doing this, you'll be able to expand and enhance. You'll be able to enhance your skills and stay sharp so that when you finally get back into your profession, you would not have missed a step. And then other things that you would be able to do is to volunteer. So by volunteering, you can also keep your skills sharp and enhanced by possibly volunteering at your church or the finance committee or wherever within the church that appeals to your profession. And also, at the time that you're out, and at the time that you're out and you're not working, but you can start taking classes that is related to your profession. And by doing this, you can put this information on the education section of your resume. And this will show that you were actually making a concerted effort in staying current in your profession. Number four, filling resume time gaps. Number five is really important because at this time, we're probably looking at, well, I have these bills, what am I going to do? So you have to start finding other sources of money. And by doing this, you'll be able to lower your expenses. So if you have been investing in your CDs, maybe it's time for you to go and cash out your CDs. And by cashing out your CDs, it give you that cash that you need to assist in lowering your expenses. One of the things that they don't really suggest that you do is to cash out your 401k plan, because you know the realities of that. You will end up losing most of your savings in taxes and penalties, especially if you pull this money out way before you're 59 and a half. What they do suggest is you roll that money over into an RA so that you can tap into that money without being penalized as long as you're paying for medical expenses. And another option that was suggested would be the 72 distribution, which is an IRA without penalties. And what you can do within this is actually take out money each year for 5 years or until you're 59 and a half. But this is pretty much the last resort, because by tapping into this money, you will not experience any growth in your savings plan. Now, this brings me to iLearningGlobal.tv, which is an online growth and a development site. So this offers you the much needed tools to enhance your marketability, enhance your skills to build your business,